Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I'm here with another book haul. This is a book haul of my 9th visit to the Bookworm in Surf City, which I feel is a spectacular bookstore that sells new books regarding their condition, but a variety of books as far as genre and era of which it was written is concerned. I bought 5 books on my most recent trip to the Bookworm, and 9 times in nearly 2 years is quite something. First thing that I got is The Impeachment of Abraham Lincoln, a novel by Stephen L. Carter, and this has to do with what would have happened if Lincoln was not assassinated. And in this scenario, Lincoln gets a bit too carried away and faces impeachment, and this is the story of such. Next one that I got is How I Killed Pluto and Why It Had It Coming by Mike Brown. And this has to do with the discovery of Eris and how Brown began making arguments as to what would make Pluto a planet but not Eris, since both of them are pretty much on the same ground, and Eris is actually bigger than Pluto, and how the decision was made in 2006 to reduce Pluto from being a planet to a dwarf planet. I'll be interested to read about this, given this research and the story behind Pluto's ejection from among the other 8 planets, and it's quite something because I have friends of mine that feel that Pluto is still a planet, but you got to take into consideration the others, especially Eris. If Pluto is as much of a planet as Eris is, or because we learned about Pluto being a planet in the 1990s, that because we learned we did rhymes about the 9 planets, that makes Pluto a planet, and because Eris wasn't discovered until later, that's not the way it works, unfortunately. Next thing that I got while I was there was Fast Food Nation by Eric Schlosser. And this has to do with the influence that fast food restaurants, especially McDonald's, has on the way that food is prepared and the regulations that come with it. And how the food industry has really witnessed a great deal of mass production and genetic modifications of the food because of the demand of fast food. I've heard about this plenty of times, and I felt now was the time to pick it up. I picked up Brooklyn Noir, edited by Tim McLoughlin, and this is definitely something that I want to get into. This is the whole series I'd like to check out, but it all started with Brooklyn Noir, and there have been 3 versions of Brooklyn Noir. And the last thing that I got on this visit was the Meat Racket, The Secret Takeover of America's Food Business by Christopher Leonard, and how the meat industry is very much dominated by very few companies, and how that mass production is also very dangerous to the point that they add steroids and other additives in order to give the meat a more a much greater taste, produce more meat within the animal, and also make it look better. They have that argument that a big, large, juicy steak is meaningful, but the more organic, natural cut of meat is one that is much slimmer. And I don't know if the argument has anything to do with this, but young animals like veal and lamb are not meant to be sold as meat. Alrighty, here's everything I got on my trip to the Bookworm, my 9th visit. Thank you for tuning into this video. I will leave information about the store and the website down below. And I hope you check out some more videos on our channel. For now, keep reading.